Nick Walker, 6 weeks out from the Mr. Olympia, looking like something straight out of the Marvel Comics. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Okay, you've been following my channel, watching my videos. You know, right now I have Nick Walker getting his first Sandow, leaving Las Vegas this year, the new Mr. Olympia. Before I get into Nick Walker, why the other three that we expect to see part of the top four will not win. Plain and simple, I think Derek Lunsford will hit a roadblock this year. I think his body is going to start to rebel on him a little bit, and it's going to affect his placings, and I can even see him dropping down from last year. Samson Dowder in his guest posing, great conditioning. Looks like he might be bringing his best conditioning to date. Problem is, he looks downsized. And this year, what he's going to be facing, yes, Samson doesn't need to be any bigger. He needs conditioning, but he can't sacrifice the size he has for the conditioning. I think it's going to backfire against him. Hadi Choopan will be the best conditioned on stage again. That's for sure. That goes without saying. But Nick Walker is going to be right behind him. Nick Walker always brings a terrific conditioning. I think we're going to see another level of conditioning from him. And at the end of the day, I think what's going to happen is he's just going to out-muscle Hadi Choopan. Let's get back to Nick Walker. Looking at him 6 weeks out from the Olympia, this is something crazy over here. You know, you look at him 6 weeks out from this year's Pittsburgh Pro, and you compare that to 6 weeks out from the Olympia. Pictures are taken in the same location. Lighting is virtually the same, so you're getting a good assessment. He does look bigger, and he is bigger. He looks bigger, and he looks like he's in better conditioning going into the Olympia than the Pittsburgh Pro. Nick is a major problem for everybody on that stage. He's 285 pounds, or was it 287? Let's say 285. The conditioning that he has at 6 weeks out, it's not very far removed from being stage ready. The only comparison I can think of is when we're looking at pictures of Dorian Yates 6 weeks out from the '93 Olympia. Those iconic black and white photos he took with his socks on that nobody will ever forget. Those were just mind-blowing. And we're seeing something not very far off from that. Like I said, conditioning-wise, he's not far off from being ready to step on stage. There is not much to lose. A little body fat, not much. Water to lose, not much. I mentioned Dorian Yates. To put it the way Dorian Yates put it, I think we just might happen to see one of those moments this year at the Olympia where the judges drop their pencils and say, "What the fuck," when Nick Walker walks out on the stage. We're going to have one of those WTF moments. Uh, Once again, the conditioning, he's going to be at least the way it appears, he's going to be at least 10 pounds over the stage weight he was at the Pittsburgh Pro, which is almost inconceivable. When you looked at him, you're like, how can this guy get any bigger? And it seems to be happening before our eyes. He's improving the conditioning. Uh, you can criticize his structural flaws, and he's never going to get rid of them. But he's done a lot in the way he's developed his body to minimize the visual impact of his structural flaws. At the end of the day, I'm going to stick to my guns. I still have Nick Walker pulling off a win on the Olympia stage this year, and we're going to have one of those what the fuck moments when he steps on the stage. You can agree or disagree with anything I've said in this video. Either way, let me know in the comments section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.